Let's explore the possibilities of EPCOT. Everyone, it's Herb from World of Walt, and welcome to another live broadcast from the Walt Disney World Resort in Orlando, Florida. A beautiful day here at EPCOT in the midst of Flower and Garden Festival. A very nice 69 degrees on the way up to 82 today. And we are going to stroll around EPCOT. Might take in Living with the Land and just enjoy some of the flora and fauna that is Flower and Garden. Terry and Tanya, good morning to you and happy Saturday. Thanks for joining the broadcast. A lot of folks streaming in, beautiful day. A little Florida crispness in the air, but it'll be warm later on today. Deborah, happy Easter to you in Tennessee. Hope you're having a great day. Susan, good morning in South Florida. Nice to see you here. Paula, hello to you. Mark from Wesley Chapel, how's it going? Welcome to EPCOT. Missy and Diane are in the house. Welcome. And Judy, good morning to you as well. Pam, happy Easter from the UK. Happy Easter, everyone. Hope you're having a good weekend. Always fun to see the new fountain here. I guess not so new anymore, but definitely a throwback to the original design of EPCOT. Very beautiful. I love the way it looks. Debbie, hello to you. And Terry, hello to you. Home of the NCSU Wolfpack. Always good to get a plug in for your school. Susan says, EPCOT is her favorite park. It's a good one. Definitely a good one. All right, we're going to head over to Living with the Land. Even though sometimes it will eat the broadcast, I'm going to give it a whirl today. And because the wait was pretty short, being the highlight of, or maybe the high point of spring break. A lot of people here, a lot of waits to be had. A good one to indicate the wait times in the park is Spaceship Earth at the beginning, 25 minutes. That's a nice long wait. Lisa, hello to you. Mitchell, how's it going? Paul and Barb, happy Easter to you in Pennsylvania. So we're going to walk past the new Communicore Hall and Communicore Plaza, which are the last pieces to be completed in the many-year transformation of EPCOT, opening June 10th along with a new Encanto show. So a lot of progress in that construction area. It'll be exciting to see when it's all put together. Walcott is, for the most part, behind us. We've got so many new things as part of EPCOT's reimagining. Moana, Journey of Water, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure, Guardians of the Galaxy, new Communicore Hall, Communicore Plaza, got the Creations Shop, we got the new eatery over there. We got Club Cool back, which is good for all you Beverly fans. And just a lot of updates to lighting and landscaping and Walt the Dreamer. So a lot of stuff. Debbie says, nothing is quite like a sunny Disney day, that's for sure. Larry's got some blue skies in Illinois. Hello.
Hey.
How are you? I like the shirt.
You like shirts?
I love the shirt.
Hey, how's it going?
I'm good. How are you? Where are you from?
Portland, Oregon.
Portland. Oh, long ways.
Yeah, we catch you every morning.
Well, thank you so much. You having a good time?
Yeah. Had a great time.
Okay.
Been here all week. It's been so fun.
Good. Oh, good. Glad you're having a good time.
I want to come say hi since we were in the park the same day.
Yeah, thank you for that. I appreciate it. You want to say hi to everyone in the broadcast?
Hey, everybody. Hey, Mom. Hi, Mom.
Thanks. Appreciate that.
Hey, you take care.
All right. Enjoy your day.
Enjoy.
Bye-bye. Oh, excuse me. That's fun. Always nice to say hello to people in the parks. I consider it a big compliment when they take some of their time to stop by and say hello. Denise, good morning to you. All right, you can see on Communicore Hall the new Mickey and Friends signage is now up. I think that's relatively new, and you can see the new panels being installed. There's a colorful mural in the background. So it will be exciting to see when this is complete. But it's coming right along. Fun design to this building. It's going to be a flex space, performance space, a Mickey and Friends meet and greet. I think there are going to be some show kitchen areas. Definitely a spot for lots of festival activities. Steven, see you in June. Hope your upcoming trip is a good one. Andrea, almost 9-year-old Crosby, says hi. Hi, Crosby. Thanks for being here on the live broadcast. Hope you're having a good Saturday morning. Thank you for spending a little bit of it with me today. So you can see on the front of the building there's a lot of, I would call it poke-throughs in the design. We're here towards the back. It seems like it's more solid, and you can see some different gradient colors in the grid. So very cool. It's going to be fascinating to see what it looks like, especially at night once it's all done. Charlene, hello to you. Greg, good morning and happy Easter to you. All right, let's head into Living with the Land. Tanya says the wall looks cool. I think so too. Fall is coming in April. A good time to come. Kathleen, Jamal, hello. So one of the fun things in the EPCOT International Flower and Garden Festival are all the topiaries around. They're beautiful to see, definitely living works of art. We've got 3 here from the Lion King with Mufasa and Nala and Simba being held up by Rafiki. Very cool. It's a tremendous amount of detail. Very fun to see. Maureen says, looks like a beautiful day. That it is. Todd, hello to you. Happy Saturday. Bernie's planning his next trip. Good for you. A good thing to do. Beautiful flower beds. Paula just can't wait to be king. Gina, 12 days before she arrives. A lot of people counting down. Speaking of counting down, with the first printing of Magical Countdown calendar sold out, thanks to everyone who made a purchase. And we are now looking to make an update for the second version, and we need your tips. So many of you sent in great tips that we have included in the calendar design. We want to make some updates. So if you have a unique Disney secret, I'd like you to email it to me, and we will give you a coupon code for a discount when the new version of the calendar comes out. So specifically what we're looking for are things that are unique and Disney specific. So at this point we've collected a lot of what I'll call the usual tips, like wear sunscreen and make sure you bring comfortable shoes. We're looking for things that are very specific and unique to Disney. Like, for example, when you are going to the Magic Kingdom, consider taking an Uber to the Contemporary and then walking over to save some time by bypassing the Ticket and Transportation Center. Or another very unique Disney tip would be do a character meet and greet. Rather do a character meal instead of a character meet and greet. You get a meal and you save some time standing in line. Those are the sorts of things that we'd love to get more of. So if you have some Disney tips you'd like to consider or like to submit for consideration into the next version of the Countdown Calendar, send me an email to info@worldofwalt.com. We will put them in the hopper for consideration, and once the next version of the Countdown Calendar launches, we will send you a coupon code if you want to make a purchase. So again, your best Disney-specific tips to info@worldofwalt.com. Okay, so we are headed into the land. Going to go down to Living with the Land. Jim, good morning to you. Brian said, cleanest Epcot toilet is in the back of Japan. See, now there's the sort of thing we're looking for. John, thanks for posting that in the chat. Appreciate it. Lisa's going to be here April 10th. Terry, happy Easter to you. Garden Grill straight ahead. It's been a while since I've had a dinner in a rotating restaurant with Mickey Mouse. We make that happen again. Elmer, hello to you. Nice to see you. Always fun to see the season-themed balloons hanging here in the Land Pavilion. Very beautiful. Joanne's arriving today. Joanne, that is great. I hope you have a wonderful visit here. Edward and James, good morning.
Hello, you ready?
Craig says leave tomorrow for 8th trip and 8th anniversary. Great, happy anniversary to you and congratulations. Welcome to Living with the Land. Belka's 21 days to go. Paula says Garden Grill is a fun place to eat. It is good. The food is good. You get plenty of it. You get to see the characters. They actually stop by and say hello to you. Tony says he likes the balloons hanging up in the middle of the Land Pavilion. Todd says favorite day of the week, Disney Saturday. Thank you so much. It's really kind. All right, looks like we got a couple switchbacks to go through. Not too bad. Tanya said very cool with the balloons. Patty wants an orange slushie from France. Actually sounds pretty good. Coralie says if you go to the DVC lounge, go to the bathroom first. I think best washrooms there. That's a good tip. That's a very good tip. Tracy says the mural is beautiful. There's so much art all around the Disney parks. Really just amazing things to take in. John says anybody up for a little lunch in France? I think some chefs de France would be very good for today. All right, this is the queue that we still need to go through, but it's not too bad. Bill and Audrey said celebrating anniversary. That's good. Oh no, Jody is sick on the couch. I hope you feel better. Mary Ellen says she's got my Let Saturday Begin t-shirt on. Thank you. You are well equipped for today. Thanks to everyone who made a t-shirt purchase or subscribed to the Pin of the Month Club or purchased a Magical Countdown calendar. All those things are a great appreciation for me and a way to keep this thing going. You can get to them all at worldofwaltstore.com. Carol, hello to you. And Missy is going to make a beeline to some school bread.
Otherwise, I'm going to leave it here. It's going to be lost forever.
Lori says the characters at the Garden Grill spend more time and interact with the guests than any restaurant. You do definitely get a lot of face time with the characters, and they come to you, and because of the way that the dining room is set up, you sort of get very, very individual attention, so it's nice. Peggy, I've been waiting for someone to ask if it's time for a shameless plug. Thank you so much. And Mitchell put the link in there. Peggy and Mitchell, you get the award today for prompting the shameless plug. You win my appreciation. If anyone would like to get a little bit of Disney fun delivered to your home every single month, check out pinofthemonthclub.com. Karen. John said, be down for some school bread. It's good stuff. Debbie says, do they still do the Easter parade in the Magic Kingdom this weekend? That's a good question. I know that has happened in past years. I have not seen or heard anything about that happening this year. If anyone has any information about the Easter parade in the Magic Kingdom, let me know. I'd be curious. Topher says the tips are great. Make sure that you email them in so you can get on the list for the discount. That is very true. Thank you for that, Topher. Topher, nice to see you. Hope all is going well in Michigan. Charlie, good morning to you. people are voting for the Grand Marnier slush. Oh, that sounds so good. I'm a big Grand Marnier fan.
Ricky just brought Zachary in, and it's voting orange for gas.
Huh?
Red 2, just wait behind the yellow line for me.
Looks like we are going to get an almost front row seat. Anna, a happy and blessed Easter to you as well. Jeff says, pin, shirt, calendar, and Herb doesn't get any better. Jeff, you're too kind. Thank you so much. So, if I remember right, sometimes the internet gets a little choppy here. So hang in there. It goes down. We'll probably come back. Glenn, hello to you. Peggy's voting for champagne. I like how you think.
For your safety, remain seated with your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the boat at all times. Parents, please supervise your children and refrain from flash photography. We're using video lights until we reach the greenhouses. Thank you. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy living with the land.
I would say we got a pretty awesome view here.
Con sus manos y brazos, pies y piernas dentro del barco y cuida a los pequeñitos. A manera de recordatorio, no tomar fotos con flash y luz de video antes de llegar a Ninandero.
Okay, I'll be quiet through this first part so you and everyone around me can enjoy what's going on.
Welcome to a voyage of discovery and awareness of the richness, the diversity, and the often surprising nature of living with the land. Our journey begins as dramatic and sudden changes are sweeping over the land. The approaching storm may seem violent and destructive to us, but to nature, it's a new beginning in the cycle of life. Surface of the land, roots trap water from the flowing mud, extracting precious nutrients and minerals. These elements, when combined with sunlight, create the diverse living systems of our planet. One of those living systems is the rainforest, home to the most amazing concentration of life on our planet. These dense and beautiful forests cover only a tiny portion of the Earth's surface, but they contain more than half of its plant and animal species. Rainforests are also extremely rich and productive living systems, providing us with oxygen, food, medicines, and other elements essential to our lives. In the desert, nature has created a very different, but no less beautiful living system. And while this arid landscape may seem lifeless, it is very much alive. The plants and animals that have learned to survive in these harsh conditions make use of what little water they can find and avoid the scorching rays of the relentless sun. The American prairie once appeared as desolate as the desert, but over time, rainwater and nutrients gradually penetrated the hard surface of this land. Even the hooves of the mighty buffalo helped create the rich soil that would one day become home to the American farm. Of all the forces at work on the land, humans have had one of the most profound effects. The need to produce food for a growing world led to the enormous use and sometimes overuse of the land. In our search for more efficient ways to grow food, we often fail to realize the impact of our methods. Today, we're learning to live with the land, discovering better ways to grow food that will assure both human and environmental well-being.
That by mixing these and other living materials into our soil, we can make farmland more without chemicals. Here at EPCOT, we learn to reduce the need for chemical pesticides by breeding and using natural predators, like ladybugs and wasps, to control pests. In the farmlands across America, we're learning that by plowing under vegetation containing natural fertilizers, we can enrich the soil without the use of chemicals. In arid regions, we're learning to produce food on desert seacoasts by developing and planting crops that thrive on salt water. In Japan, we're learning that by mixing leaves and other living materials into our soil, we can make farmland more fertile without the need for chemicals. Here at EPCOT, we're learning to reduce the need for chemical pesticides by breeding and using
How will we meet tomorrow's growing needs for food production, yet still respect the needs of the land? Some of the answers are being discovered just ahead. To help us maintain these carefully controlled ecosystems, and for your safety, please remain seated in your boat at all times. Welcome to our living laboratory, where scientists from EPCOT and the U.S. Department of Agriculture are exploring innovative ways to produce bountiful harvests now and into the future. The tropics are home to the greatest diversity of plants on the planet. Many of these, like papaya, bananas, cacao, coffee, and rice, are well known around the world. These are just a few of the edible plants that have been an important source of nutrition for people living in the tropics. Many are rich in vitamins and minerals, while others are well adapted to growing in less than ideal conditions. Some, like the water lily, thrive in wet, swampy areas and waterways. All parts of this plant, even the flower petals, are edible. The starchy root of the plant has long been used to make flour for baking. One day, many of these lesser-known tropical plants may be as important as the bananas growing on both sides of the boat. More than 28 million tons of bananas are eaten annually, making it the most popular fruit in the world. When we mention farming, you probably don't think of fish. But fish farming, or aquaculture, accounts for nearly half of all the seafood consumed globally. Tilapia, bass, and catfish, like the ones you see here, are 3 of the more popular crops raised by fish farmers. The sustainable system we're using here recycles the water in the tanks. As a result, we're able to save millions of gallons each year. Our small fish farm produces nearly 5,000 pounds of fish each year to serve in restaurants around Walt Disney World. Innovations like this one can play an important role in our efforts to produce bountiful harvests and still protect natural resources. While there are more than 50,000 edible plant species in the world, most of us are only familiar with the handful that make up our everyday diet. The common grains growing here, wheat, maize, sorghum, and millet, plus rice, account for nearly 2/3 of our global food consumption. Learning how to increase yields of these staples is an important goal of research around the world. These plants are definitely on their way up. Innovative growing techniques like these increase yields while more efficiently using resources like water, fertilizer, and pesticides. Another innovation at work here is our integrated pest management program. By populating our greenhouses with beneficial insects that prey on harmful pests, like aphids and flies, we are significantly reducing our reliance on conventional pesticides. We're growing these crops using our nutrient film system. This technique precisely controls and recycles water and nutrients. With it, we can produce over 27,000 heads of lettuce a year in this one small area. Some of our best ideas have been inspired by nature, like these fruit and vegetable trees. By growing these ground plants vertically, we can increase yields and better control diseases. These crops taste as good as they look. In fact, we serve more than 15 tons of produce from our greenhouses in restaurants here at the land every year. The future of agriculture may include innovative ideas like this vertical growing system. Plants grown in this way use a fraction of the space required by traditional growing methods. That saves water and increases production. The aquaponics system on your left combines hydroponics with aquaculture. The fish provide a natural source of fertilizer for the plants, and the plants help keep the water clean for the fish. It's another great way to produce more while using less. In our lab, EPCOT scientists are working with the U.S. Department of Agriculture on a number of innovative projects. The goal of these efforts is to produce higher yielding and better quality plants. These greenhouses represent just a fraction of the work being done worldwide to produce bountiful harvests for our growing population. Scientists, farmers, and even backyard gardeners are doing their part to improve the quantity and quality of foods that we all rely upon. Together, we can continue to find more ways to increase food production and protect our precious natural environment. Only then will we truly be living with the land. On behalf of Walt Disney World, we hope you've enjoyed this unique journey through our living laboratories. If you'd like a closer look, then check out the Behind the Scenes walking tour. It's a chance for the whole family to get up close and personal with the plants and growing techniques in our laboratories. Please keep your hands and feet inside the boat and remain seated until the boat comes to a complete stop. Please gather all your personal belongings. Lower your head and watch your step as you exit.
All right, internet held up pretty well. Some of the passengers not so much, but this is life, right? John said, great ride. Twofer, I don't know. Thank you. If anyone can see anything in the My Disney Experience app that is very short, might be open to taking it in. And it looks like the up escalator is down for today. Paula says it was a lot of fun. That was a fun voyage. Saw some little extra decorating touches in place today. Little trolls and things. Was fun. Mitchell says always does that ride and really enjoys it. It was fun for sure. Jeff said did behind the scenes tour. Behind the scenes tour. It was awesome. That's one I have not done yet. I think I would like to do it. I Phil said, great ride. Susan, you are very welcome. Jamie says, thanks for the tour. We'll continue to explore EPCOT a bit. Heather says, what about the butterfly garden? Heather, that's a good idea. It is right next door. Let's check it out. Eileen says, enjoyed the ride. Thank you so much. Robert says, enjoys the ride because it's a little different every time. That's true. The plants continue to grow and change. Mike says, Journey with Figment is 5. Barbara, Grand Fiesta Tour is 5. So maybe we can take in the butterfly garden and go see Figment. Sometimes Figment eats the internet at the end too. But we could give it a go. Buster says, how about some dessert at Norway? Always a good thing. Peggy says, the broadcast always makes her Saturday. Thank you so much for being here. Definitely some people are out enjoying the beautiful day. Merry hello to you in Rochester, New York. 4 more weeks to go. Hope you have a great trip. Hi, Mary Lou from Rainy, Ohio. Greetings to you from sunny Florida. All right, into the butterfly garden. There are some people coming out. And we're in. This is a fun part of the Flower and Garden Festival. You get to see lots of butterflies in various stages of exting from their chrysalis. Eileen, happy Easter to you. Maybe get a little bit better view in the next one over here. I'm always glad that these are the size that they are, and not human size, because if they were human size, I would be totally freaked out. But nature is amazing. Let's see if we can zoom in a bit. I don't know if that guy there on the right just came out, or maybe he's just hanging out there. A lot of butterflies about ready to come out. Elmer's got the butterfly emoji going. Larry said, a very interesting exhibit. I agree with you on that. All right, let's see if we can catch a butterfly or two. I mean, not physically catch them, but see them. All kinds of just beautiful flowers here. Karen says, loves the view. Susan says, very cool.
The one you like is spicy something.
Robert says, sister's mother-in-law would spend all day in here. Jamie says, don't think we've ever done a butterfly exhibit. It's definitely something fun to check out. Only happens during the Flower and Garden Festival, so you need to come in springtime. And there's a very colorful and unique butterfly right there. Check that out. Amazing. Homer says, wishes this was a permanent exhibit. Yeah, it's one of those special things about spring. Louise says, very pretty. Bill Aubrey says, that's why she's never seen it. Or he's never seen it. Susan said her mom would be in here all day long. Fun thing to check out. Okay, I got another. Looks like a couple are in the process of coming out right now. Breaking free. It's interesting to see all the shaking back and forth. Robert says, when does the Flower and Garden Festival end? That's a good question. Maybe someone here on the broadcast knows. I'm thinking maybe it's May or June-ish, but to be honest, I don't know that date off the top of my head. If someone has access to find out when the Flower and Garden Festival ends, you can put it in the chat. It would be good to know. Ryan says I do a great job with the videos. Ryan, thank you so much. It's very kind of you to say. All right, fun to see. Michael says, just in time for the for the Food and Wine Festival. One festival leads to the next here at EPCOT. All good, though. This is the Park of Festivals. All right, I'm thinking it's around 10:45-ish based on an announcement that came up on my calendar. So someone can maybe help me confirm what time it is, but I think I will take in the Imagination Pavilion, because if the internet decides to eat the broadcast at the end, it's almost time to wrap up anyway. Maybe someone can help me understand if I have my time estimate correct. Let me know what time it is. Peggy says butterflies only live for 2 to 4 weeks. Donna, hello to you. Keith says Flower and Garden ends May 27th. Thank you, Keith. Appreciate that. All right, let's head into Journey into Imagination with Thingman. Just a 5-minute wait. Robin says that's the correct time. Thank you, Robin. Keith is doing the Figment chant. Sandy, good morning to you. All right, welcome to the Imagination Institute. Hello. The touch, taste, sight, smell, sound labs. Tabitha says going to be here in 4 days. That is great. I hope you have a wonderful visit. The Mentor of the Year Award recipients: Wayne Zielinski, Philip Brainerd, and Dr. Neil Channing. We'll see more of Dr. Neil later today. Janet says, loves the music. Linda's a Figment fan. Me too. So while we're waiting in the line here, one more request. We are updating the Magical Countdown calendar, which is the paper-based countdown calendar where you can count down the number of days till your next Disney World trip up to 365 days in advance. First printing sold out. We're working on some updates for the second printing and need your help. I've got a lot of great tips from all of you for the first edition, and we're looking for your next set of Disney secrets, unique items specific to Disney that will help people plan for a better trip. Things like take an Uber over to the Contemporary for a shortcut past the Ticket and Transportation Center. Or someone had a great one earlier today. To visit the Garden Grill, where you can get extra time with the characters as they come by your tables. If you have a tip you'd like to share, send it in. You can email it to me at info@worldofwalt.com. Again, your tips for the next Magical Countdown calendar. If you submit a tip, we'll put it in the hopper for consideration. I'll also put you on a list to get a discount code for when the next edition of the calendar launches. We're at least a few weeks out, but I want to gather some information now. So please send in your tips. We'd love your help. Paul says, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. There's a flashback. There used to be a play area over at Disney's Hollywood Studios before the creation of Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Things come and go here. Peggy says, take a picnic with Polynesian to watch the Magic Kingdom fireworks on the beach. That's a great tip. Please send that one in. Meryl says, Flower and Garden ends May 27th. Thank you so much. Won't be too much longer. Corey, hello to you in Vicksburg, Mississippi. Hope you're having a good Saturday. Thank you for spending some of it with me today. He says, Honey, I Shrunk Herb. Honey, I Shrunk the Audience used to be here in the Imagination Pavilion. That was a fun theater experience. Amy Beth says, watch the Electric Water Pageant. Yeah, that's a long-running favorite. It was supposed to be a one-time presentation for the opening of Disney way back in 1971. And they said, hey, that's kind of cool. We should keep it around. And 50 years later, it's still going strong. I need more people to answer the phones here. Amy Beth says, a tram ride is only a one-way ride. That's true. Not going to take you back. Although if you do bring something to the security where you shouldn't have, you can head back to your car. Dawn, hello to you. Someone said they're going as me to the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party. That's funny. A gimbal and a bucket hat, you're in good shape. Carolyn, hello to you.
The same guy.
All right, the internet is already getting a little finicky. We'll take it for as long as it's going to go. Jim says, watch for the characters on Boardwalk Lawn in the afternoon. Oh, that's a great tip. Janet says, answer the phone. I know, back in that area, they need a few more receptionists, I think. Because the phone is ringing off the hook here in the Imagination Institute. I guess it's good, a sign of a buzzing business. The Institute is a business. Larry, thank you for joining me. I hope you have a great Easter as well. Keith says you think it's Tom Morrow on the phone. There's synergy going on. Mr. Tom Morrow can actually get a couple different t-shirts inspired by the famous Mr. Tom Morrow over at worldofwealthstore.com. A new fun design launched just a few weeks ago. A great big beautiful Tom Morrow.
Please don't let your imaginations run wild.
Bienvenidos. Para su seguridad durante su estadía en nuestros laboratorios sensoriales, permanezca sentado y mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo.
Jody says, ever have a line of Figment? You know, it is the highlight of spring break right now. A lot of people. He said, I'm just imagining the phone. That's possible. This is the place to imagine. Debbie said, enjoy the tour. Time to work in the flower and garden. Thank you for joining me. Happy Easter to you. The smell lab. I wonder if we'll get to smell something good today.
To ensure your safe tour
Maybe
of our
roses.
sensory labs, please remain seated with your hands, arms, feet and legs inside your tour tram. Keep a watchful eye on your children and, please don't let your imaginations run wild.
Bienvenidos. Para su seguridad durante su estadía en nuestros laboratorios sensoriales.
Okay, I'll be quiet so that you and others around me can enjoy what's going on here.
Pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Y cuide a los pequeñitos. Gracias.
Gracias. Buster, enjoy the egg hunt with your grandson. Sounds like fun. Here we go. Fingers crossed the internet will hold up.
Welcome to our special drive-through open house. I'm Dr. Nigel Channing, Chairman of the Imagination Institute. Hello. On your tour, you'll see how the 5 human senses can help capture your imagination.
Oh, can I go too?
Absolutely not. This is one of our discoveries, the figment of imagination.
Yeah, I know all about the senses. There's sight, sound, smell, touch, coochie coochie coo, and taste. Tastes like chicken. Can I go? Please, please, please.
No, I don't want you out of my sight.
Out of sight? Okay. Come on, everybody. Here we go.
Figment, you are not to interfere with the tour. Our first stop is the sound lab. We'll begin by testing your hearing with a series of tones. Left ear, right ear. Left, right. What? This is odd. Hello?
Hello?
Who is this?
It's Figment.
Figment? I thought I told you not to interfere.
But you've got it wrong, Doc. It's not about listening with your ears. It's about listening with your imagination.
Now I've completely lost my train of thought.
No, you haven't. It's over here. All aboard. Woo-hoo! Next stop, imagination. For every sound your ears are hearing, 1,000 thoughts can start appearing, and each of us imagines different things. From just a sound, your mind has wings.
Continuing now, if I may, in a calm, scientific, figment-free manner, the things we see with our eyes can control the eyes of the imagination. Let's begin by using the eye chart to test your vision. Now, all together, if you would please read line 3.
With F-I-G-M-E-N-T, you can see things differently. Sure, you can see with your eyes, but imagine what you could see if you used your imagination. Follow the bouncing figment. What spark of light can light your fancy? Your mind sees more than what your eyes see. Your sense of sight can make your fancy fly. There's more to sight than meets the eye.
I say imagination must be captured at
a good time to use your imagination, so let the good times roll! Woohoo! You win 1 cent!
Really stinks.
Of course, Doc. The nose knows. One awful whip can send you reeling. One lovely sniff can be appealing. Your mind defines what enters through your nose.
Duck is not a rose.
That big stink in the smell lab. I hesitate to send you into the touch and taste labs. Perhaps I should end my open house right here.
Great idea. We'll go to my open house instead. It's much more fun. Right this way, everybody.
Figment, what is going on? You're turning this entire open house upside down.
Upside down? Now you're talking. That's the best idea you've had all day. With just a spark of inspiration, I made my house an innovation. Imagination really clowns around. Makes them side up and upside down. Now here's the real open house. Come on in. So what do you think?
Upside down. Come on, it's time to get back to the institute.
I know a shortcut.
Well, if you can't beat them, join them. We all have sparks.
Imagination. That's how our minds create creations.
We set them free and know what they can do. Those magic sparks from me and you.
You see now, I knew you'd get it, because you've got a wonderful imagination.
I do? Oh, yes. Thank you, Figment. And so, as you can plainly see, imagination works the best when it's set free.
You said it, Doc. Imagination is a blast. Imagination, imagination. A dream can be a dream come true. With just that spark from me and you.
Our inspiration is at the heart of all creation, right at the start of everything that's new. One spark. And now we invite you to set your imaginations free in the image box.
Hooray! Let the play! With just that spark from me and you.
All right, that was fun. I think the internet did okay. Didn't kill the broadcast. Maybe slowed it down a bit. Deborah says, great day. Thanks for the attraction. Thank you so much. Ryan said, best inspirational ride for kids. Very colorful, a lot of fun. Welcome to the ImageWorks. Oh, looks like Figment is out greeting people. That's cool. John has never been on Journey into Imagination with Figment. Glad you had a chance to check it out. Barbara, happy Easter to you. Looks like Joy is over here greeting people as well. Fun. Doris says, thanks for another Saturday broadcast. My pleasure. Joy's looking joyful as always. All right, everyone, I think that's going to wrap it up for today. Thank you so much for joining me on this Saturday broadcast. I appreciate your being here. Thank you for the likes, the thumbs up, especially the share is a great way to get the word out. And thank you, as always, for your support through the Pin of the Month Club, through the T-shirt shop, through the Magical Countdown, and just your participation. It allows me to do some fun things with the nice folks at Disney Media Relations. I actually just got an invite for the reopening of 1900 Park Fair at the Grand Floridian. Very excited to check out the reopening of that restaurant. I'll be sure to bring you all the information when I get it. So I wish you a happy Saturday and a very happy Easter. And until next time, God bless.